Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray, your host, publisher of Zone of Genius.com. And I'm amazingly glad you're here today. We have a powerful episode for you today. If you're watching this live, I'm about 2 minutes late. I was scrolling, looking at this, looking at that, and I'm realizing, it is 2 minutes after 7:30 EST. So welcome to a brand new day on the Rundown with Ramon. What are we going to talk about today? Amazon issues a scam warning to holiday shoppers. Not the first, not the last. OpenAI says a partner hack didn't affect ChatGPT users. Not the first, not the last. Retailers are ignoring Gen X's prodigious spending power. What does that mean for your business? Headline of the day, again, not the first, not the last. AI could replace almost 12% of U.S. jobs, MIT study reveals. Well, yeah, there's that. And coffee prices are poised to rise again before moderating, says the headline of the day. So we're going to touch on that and more. This is the day after Thanksgiving, which we celebrate in America. And again, glad you're here today. We have a powerful episode for you. And sit back, enjoy it, and let's get ready to start. Get your last cup of coffee, your sip of coffee, and get ready to join me on today's episode of The Rundown with Ramon. All right, this episode is brought to you by Bitdefender, reminding you when you go home at night, when you go home anytime, when you leave your house, when you go into your home, you lock the doors of your house. Click, click. You lock those doors. When you park your car, when you go to the mall with your car, when you put your car in the garage and leave it outside, you probably lock the doors of your car. Boop, boop. Well, is your business secure? Are you sure that you're protected against ransomware, against phishing attacks, against malware? Do you want to telegraph to the market we're a secure business? Do you want your employees or your team members to feel more secure? Do you want your customers to feel secure doing business with you? Well, they can for sure if you leverage the power of Bitdefender and some common security practices in your business. Check out this amazing little tidbit of information, 39 seconds from our friends at Bitdefender.
It starts with something small. An email, a phone call, a fake invoice. It looks real. It sounds urgent. One wrong move, and your business pays the price. Small businesses are easy targets for cyber criminals. With Bitdefender, they lose every time. Enjoy unstoppable security and real peace of mind so you can fight for success, not against cyber threats. Real-time protection, zero stress. Get Bitdefender today.
My Thanksgiving holiday that I just celebrated yesterday was no different than any other Thanksgiving that I've had in recent days. We had family over. My sister came over. Her husband came over. Her 2 children came over. We had my son here. We had my daughter here, and she just gave birth recently, and my daughter's husband was here as well. And we had another family friend over, and my wife was here. She cooked a lot of food, and we ate and laughed and fellowshiped and had fun and all the things. But I think what was different about it is my attitude towards Thanksgiving and gatherings. Now, I'm still not necessarily the mushy, buy a gift, decorate the house, let's invite everybody over type person. I am to some degree. My wife really, that's in her heart, her passion. What was interesting though about today, I think my attitude changed Ayanna. My attitude changed Ayanna. And my attitude changed because I felt different. I realized the reason I felt different is because just sometimes you don't realize the impact you make on other people's lives, and I hadn't realized that. But I'm realizing it now, and as there's a little button here. You can push this button in. I wonder what it does. I hope I didn't mess up something. Hope I didn't. But a young man told me, Ramon, that when I was going through a tough time with my own father, when I was going through a tough time in my childhood, being at your house, being around you was an oasis for me today. Was an oasis for me during that period. And I guess somehow hearing that from him, God has made us humans to want to feel appreciated and be appreciated and want to hear these things, and you really don't know the impact you're making on somebody else's life. So my message of the day today, as part of the Rundown with Ramon, is keep going, keep showing up. You just never know who you're impacting. You never know the gesture you do, the give back you do, how it may impact someone else or make them feel. And I'm all about giving back. And what an appropriate time. I got something I want to show you. And Ayanna, if you're listening, you want to look at the screen. Ayanna, you want to look at the screen. I've been telling you that I'm going to sign up for music lessons, which I haven't done yet. I just clicked the button on Amazon to buy a adapter for my piano, like digital piano, and to buy a piano stand. But I want to put this graphic on the screen right here. It's a small little gesture, but I hope it's meaningful to the musical web. I'm going to be taking piano lessons from the musical web at themusicalweb.com. And I put 2 W's into that link. Let me change that link right now. One web. There we go. I'm going to be taking piano lessons at the musical web, and that'll be in the coming days. As soon as my stand is delivered and my power cord is delivered, I'll sign up and take piano lessons. So I put a little ad to support those who support me. I'll be taking piano lessons from the musical web, and you can see the link to Ayanna and her team and her company, what she does there in the link, themusicalweb.com. So let's move forward today on the Rundown with Ramon, hit to all the things. But the bottom line we talked about today was really show up. How you show up does matter. You never know the people you're impacting. It does matter. You may think you're impacting no one, and maybe you are, maybe you aren't. You shouldn't do good things just because you're impacting people. No, 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 no. But I do think it's even more important, more precious to know that somebody years ago said, Ramon, when I was at your home, it was an oasis for me, something that made me feel special, something in my time of darkness coming to your house. It made me feel special. So it is 2 B's. I love that, Ayanna. I'm going to correct that right now then. So the musical web with 2 B's. Let's add that there. All right. We do this live production. I'm going to put it up again. There we go. The musical web for all your piano lesson needs. You can check that out, themusicalweb.com. I knew one was right, one was wrong. I realized I copied the URL, that which was right from your page, and I typed it wrong there. So here we go. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. I didn't even know that was your last name. I should have known that. I see Ayanna Webb. Okay. Let's move on to today's show, The Rundown with Ramon. Hope you're enjoying it. Those of you hearing it not live, you're like, Ramon, what's going on? Show seems a bit disjointed. No, this is the beauty of live. You get to talk to your listeners, talk to your people, talk to people who are interested in what you're doing. So let's move forward. Ding, 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 ding. Welcome to a brand new day on The Rundown with Ramon. Listen, Amazon reporting issues a scam warning to holiday shoppers. This is not new. They've done this before. But Amazon is urging Black Friday shoppers to exercise vigilance as scammers try to take advantage of holiday bargain hunters. Cyber criminals, Amazon told users in an email, are trying to access sensitive information like personal or financial information or Amazon account details. Separately, a recent report said cyber criminals are targeting companies including Netflix and PayPal via an impersonation method involving browser notifications. Here's the message of the day today. Be careful. Be vigilant. Be careful before you click on a link. And this is why, in addition to being careful, being vigilant, having multiple passwords, having two-factor authentication, having complex passwords and more, I hope you're downloading and installing Bitdefender Small Business Security, bitdefender.com/Ramon, bitdefender.com/Ramon. In fact, I'm going to type this out. I might as well have that as a built-in commercial as well. bitdefender.com/Ramon. You want to have Bitdefender installed on your computer to make sure that your computers and your tablets and your phones and all the things that you're doing connected to the internet are as secure as can be. So as you're shopping, as you're clicking, as you're browsing, make sure that you're shopping, that you're browsing in a secure manner. Ding, 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 ding. Next, OpenAI. Yes, they've been hacked. We knew it was coming. This is part of the narrative of being online. It's a constant battle. OpenAI says partner hack didn't affect ChatGPT users. OpenAI announced that a recent hack of a third-party analytics provider may have compromised users' information for customers of its developer platform, but not users of ChatGPT. Well, that's coming probably. The breach occurred on November 9th at Mixpanel, a web analytics firm, and OpenAI said it did not penetrate its systems. API customers, however, may have had names, email addresses, approximate locations, and user IDs exposed. That's a hack, people. OpenAI warned affected developers to be wary of potential phishing attacks. It also announced that it had terminated its relationship with Mixpanel. Woo, that's rough. But listen, the bottom line here, hacks are going to come. Scams are going to come. Cyber criminals are on the hunt right now for your information and my information. All we can do is be vigilant and be careful before we click. Be vigilant. Make sure what we're clicking on is spelled right, and install Bitdefender Small Business Security Solutions to make sure that your computer systems are as secure as possible. Install Bitdefender on your computer. Check out bitdefender.com/Ramon, bitdefender.com/Ramon. Again, welcome to a brand new edition to The Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. Up next, this is interesting. Retailers are ignoring Gen X's prodigious spending power. Now, what does that mean? The forgotten generation is attempting to spend its way back to relevance. But is anybody listening? According to the New York Times, advertisers and retailers continue to ignore Generation X, even though 72% of those between 45 and 60 plan to overspend this holiday season. That's more than millennials or Gen Z, who have been mentioned 7 times as often during evening calls. That could be a mistake because Gen Xers, known for their brand loyalty, are about to start inheriting $1.4 trillion a year from their parents. So the conundrum, just to unpack this again, we have Gen Z, millennials or Gen Z, the younger generation, but retailers are spending and looking more at them, but ignoring the Gen Xers between 45 and 60. That's me, Gen Xers, ignoring that crowd. But I wonder, is it to their detriment? And there's no way you can get marketing perfect all the time. But the lesson of the day here is, as you're marketing, make sure you're not ignoring who your customers really are or big swaths of your customer. Welcome to a brand new edition of today's Rundown with Ramon. Ding, 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 ding. Next up, talking about AI could replace almost 12% of U.S. jobs, an MIT study reveals. We're going to go back and forth on this for millennia. Well, not for millennia, for the next few years until AI levels out and becomes just like the internet. We never call it the information superhighway. Remember, we used to do that? Now it's just the internet. We don't even think about it. Apps, we don't even think about it. Smartphones, we don't even think about it. AI will have its moment where we won't even think about it. But headline from LinkedIn says a recent MIT study suggests artificial intelligence could replace almost 12%, 11.7% of U.S. jobs, translating to about 1.2 trillion wages. CNBC reports. Using the Iceberg Index created with Oak Ridge National Laboratory, the research simulates interactions among 151 million workers to assess AI's impact. The findings highlight potential disruptions across sectors, including finance, healthcare, and professional services. The study is designed as a resource for policymakers and underscores the need for reskilling and training as job risk spans all 50 states. This is a serious thing. If you had a job and you were thinking of retiring, you're going to be worried about where you're going to go, what you're going to do. This is a serious thing, not to be ignored. But I think those of you who are in corporate America, whatever skill you're in, just level up, learn more, expand your network, connect with more people. Don't keep your head in the sand and say that, hey, I'm going to be fine with AI or without AI. I think that's the nugget. That's the lesson of the day. And last but not least, on the Rundown with Ramon, I saw this headline about Cafe Bustelo drinker. Coffee prices are poised to rise again before moderating. Italian coffee roaster Il Cafe Spa has hiked prices on its beans twice this year, 2 times as hiked its bean prices. And CEO Cristina Scoccia says customers can expect another increase ahead. Rival roasters are likely to follow suit. Bloomberg reports. As consumer prices play catch-up with commodity cost, Scotia sees prices stabilizing by late 2026. A perfect storm of dwindling global harvests and U.S. export tariffs on Brazil sent the cost of Arabica coffee beans to record high in October, after which the U.S. expanded tariff breaks for Brazilian coffee. Wow, wow, wow. So this is the bottom line. Coffee prices are going up. Does that mean we're going to stop drinking coffee? Of course not. We're probably going to drink more than ever. My name is Ramon Ray. This is the Rundown with Ramon. And I want to remind you of a few things going on today. If you are just behind your desk all day long and not getting out and about, there's a few events I'm going to that I'd like you to keep track of and keep note of and consider attending. Scale with Stability Summit by my friend J.C. Height and his wife, Karen Height. Check that out, Scale with Stability Summit, scalewithstability.com, scalewithstability.com. Do me a favor, if you know JC, you're hearing the sound of my voice, tag him, JC Height, HITE, Let him know Ramon's talking about him. Scale with Stability Summit coming to a place near you. I believe that's going to be in Arkansas in April. Youth Leadership Conference by my friend Christina Howard, IYMS.world, inspiring youth on a mission to success, IYMS.world. Check that out, Youth Leadership Conference coming up in January. I'll be speaking there at that event. Creative Con is coming up February 2026. Creative Con Chicago, check that amazing event out, creativecon.com. Let me type that URL there properly, creativecon.com, coming up in February 2026. I'll be there. You definitely want to check it out. Listen, here's the bottom line. If you're looking for the easy button for success, there's really no easy button for success. No easy button. However, I do tell you this. If you want to spend some more time with me, you're like, hey, Ramon, we've been seeing you for a minute. Well, you're an expert, Ramon, in personal branding and marketing and sales. You're an expert, Ramon, in how to get on stage, how to maximize your stage presence, how to speak, how to communicate better, how to do the live streaming, all these things you see me do. And you want to roll with me. You want to learn more with me. You want to check out a new offer I have called Office Hours with Ramon at RamonOfficeHours.com, at RamonOfficeHours.com. You want to check that out, RamonOfficeHours.com, and join me in my office to help you grow your business at RamonOfficeHours.com. And remember, if you don't want to miss out on insight like this, you don't want to miss out, just go to zoneofgenius.com and subscribe, zoneofgenius.com/subscribe, or just go to zoneofgenius.com. You'll see the way to subscribe right at the top. Don't miss out on insight like this. That's a wrap. This has been a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon. Glad you're here today. Be blessed. Think of other people, add an impact, be an impact maker in the world, because we need more people like you to show up, be present, and stand up and make a difference. Be blessed. Thanks for being here. See you till next time. I will see you Monday at 7:30 and much of this month of December, unless things change. And if I'm traveling on the road, time can't make it, I will not be here. But if I can, I will. Be blessed, be well, make an impact. And if you're enjoying the show, leave me a comment and say, Ramon, enjoying the show, watching you. Thank you, whether it's live or on demand. Appreciate it. And of those in the podcast, I'm glad you're here. Leave a comment. If you're hearing the sound of my voice right now and you're hearing the Rundown with Ramon podcast, leave a comment in the podcast.